it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am Jess, like I said, and today I have an Empties video again for you. This is the February 2018 Empties, and I don't have a lot of them, but I wanted to go through them and kind of just stay on track with making these monthly empty videos because I like to look back and see how fast I emptied things, and I also give myself some challenges like you know, my 7 by spring challenges. So I just enjoy updating you guys on what I empty. I also post on Instagram my empties, but not in a lot of detail, and so I just like to give these videos too for those who follow me on Instagram to go, and if they want more details then you can check that out. So if you're from Instagram, welcome. So let's just get right into it. Alright, let's start with makeup. This is the e.l.f. waterproof liquid eyeliner pen. I think I got this for $1 and it's quite old, so that's why it dried up, and I don't want to use something that's older than 6 months on my eyes, and so I'm not sure if this is the same packaging that they make, but I know it was $1 back when I first started buying these, and it was kind of my introductory to liquid eyeliner felt tip pens, and so that's what it looks like. Yeah, I enjoyed it. If you are looking for a really affordable eyeliner, then if they still, I think it's like $2 now. I think they made it go from $1 to $2. So if you're looking for a good waterproof eyeliner pen, this is a good one to start off with. Next is the NARS Audacious Mascara. This came in a Sephora kit of a bunch of different mascaras, and honestly, I really didn't like it. It was a very intimidating brush, very pokey and spiky and plastic bristles, and I just didn't care for it at all. So I think it just kind of dried up because I didn't use it very much. It didn't really do anything really great for my eyelashes, so this was a no bueno. Another mascara that I actually really liked and I purchased a lot of is this Maybelline Big Eyes. This is a mascara that has 2 ends to it. There's a lower and a up for lower lash line and an upper lash line. This is the waterproof version, and this is like for the upper bristles, or for the upper lashes, and then this black part here is really small and it gets down into your bottom lashes really well. I enjoyed this for being waterproof. I don't really use a lot of waterproof mascaras. Sometimes if I know, you know, I'm heading into like a wedding or some place where I might get a little emotional, a little teary, then I will put on a waterproof mascara, and I liked this one. Now I also use Too Faced waterproof mascara and some other waterproof ones, but if I needed, you know, to know that this was a good one, I would definitely get it again if I needed it. Last makeup item is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I know this is a very popular concealer. I'm sure everybody and their mom knows about it, but this is, I'm in the shade Light, and as you can tell, there's still some product in it, but I think it's like 2 years old, and that's not good. So I haven't used it. I went through and kind of decluttered some of my things and realized that, you know, I haven't used this in a while, and it probably isn't any good, especially for being, you know, something that's going on my skin and near my eyes and things. I just don't want to take the risks. So I am going to be getting rid of this, but it's a good concealer. It's hydrating under my eyes, and it kind of sets well underneath my eyes. So I really enjoy this. If I needed another good concealer, then I would definitely repurchase this. But right now I just have a lot of concealers, so I'm not going to be repurchasing it, but maybe eventually I will. Moving on to skincare. First thing I have here is the Paula's Choice Cleanser. I really liked this cleanser. It kind of reminded me of the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, and this is the one for normal to dry skin. It didn't make my skin feel stripped or anything, and I liked to keep this in the shower because it, you know, was just an easy kind of thing to flip open the top and just kind of squirt it in my hands and not slip out and get messy. So I enjoyed that. It's just a little travel size of it, obviously, knowing me. And so I would get the full size if I needed one, and the price isn't bad for what it is, and so a little bit of it goes a long way. I enjoyed it. I have another Drunk Elephant See From a Date serum. I don't need to go into detail with this because I already did in my last empties, so if you're curious what I think about this, I do like it, and I'm just trying out other vitamin C's right now, and so I won't be purchasing this big size anytime soon, that's for sure, but I'm probably not even going to get the small sizes because I have a couple other vitamin C's that I'm trying to work through. So but I do like this. Next thing is this Skin Medica Dermal Repair Cream. I really enjoyed this. This is a very pricey moisturizer, but it's had really good like omega-3 fatty acids, and also had vitamin C and E in it, and just very rich and hydrating. I like to use it as my last step during my nighttime skincare routine, and I got this in a Beauty Fix subscription box from Dermstore, so it was nice to try it out. But I won't be repurchasing it because it kind of reminds me of my Paula's Choice omega-3 serum, and that one is a lot cheaper, so I probably will just stick with that one if I'm looking for a good, nourishing, fatty acid thing to slap on my face. So, but I liked it while it lasted. Next, I got these two little sample packs. This is the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse and Special Cleansing Gel. This is like to remove your makeup, and this is it's like their double cleanse kind of thing. And I got the samples because I also purchased like the travel size set that they carry at Ulta, but this came with it, which is really cool because I want to try it out before I tried even the sample travel size. And this really, really stung my face. There was something in this, some ingredient that was in this that was really bad. And so I'm really glad I tried these because I didn't open up the full size that I purchased, or the travel size I purchased at Ulta, and I just returned those because I knew that it wouldn't work for me. So I really like foils for that reason, and it usually gives you enough to try a couple times. And I did try this a couple times, and it was too strong for my face and left me feeling squeaky clean and not in a good way. Alright, I finished up a 7 by Spring, one of my 7 by Springs. I was trying to project pan my skincare, and this is the Eve Lom cleanser. It's a cream cleanser, and it's completely empty, and I really enjoy this. I actually have another little size like this that I bought during the Sephora VIB sale, so I did repurchase it because I really find that it's a very, I use it sparingly because of the price, but when I use it when I want to relax, because there's like chamomile and hops and other type of soothing to my senses ingredients in this, and so I just really enjoyed this. It took off my makeup well, and you put it on a dry face, and then when you put water on your face with it on, it kind of makes this really neat, it just kind of emulsifies more, and then it says it's supposed to also tone your face, so it's kind of a multi-step cleanser here. I really enjoyed it. Next is this Little Vici antioxidant serum and radiant boosting serum. I didn't really care for this much. I didn't really notice anything different with my skin. I know it's a really small sample, but with serums you usually don't need a whole lot, just like a pea size for your whole face. And so I did use this quite a bit, but I didn't really care for it. I don't really remember what the smell was. It just kind of smells like just fruity a little bit, and nothing special, but I won't repurchase. I have to look into more of this brand, but I think it's a little bit, it's okay, but I think I don't know about their philosophy of skincare, so I want to look into it more, but I'm not going to repurchase this. Okay, next is I really wish this was not as expensive as it is, but I might repurchase this if I want to. It's the SkinCeuticals Tripid Lipid Restore 2:4:2 ratio. This little ratio here, I think, was just to say like how many fatty acids to vitamins and stuff were in here, and it was a really good mix of cream that I enjoyed, and it kind of reminded me again of my Paula's Choice serum. And so this, though, I think has even better ingredients than my other than the Skin Medica one. This it was better ingredients. This had dimethicone in it. I don't think this one does, and so this one didn't feel as like congesting or suffocating to my face. It was just nice to kind of put all those vitamins and fatty acids on my face. So definitely enjoyed this. I got this in a Dermstore Beauty Fix subscription box, and it lasted me quite a while. I think probably like a month and a half. And I've considered just repurchasing that box again just to get another one of these samples. So we'll see if I do that. Next is a SPF by Kate Somerville. It's the Daily Deflector Moisturizer. I really enjoy this. I've gone through a couple of them. I don't know if I had it in my last Empties video or if I just threw them away last year when I was using them, but I enjoyed this. It kind of left me a little bit shiny, and so I would put something, you know, on top of it. Wouldn't just go like, you know, barefaced just with this on outside or in public, because you would look very kind of greasy. And so I liked that it was SPF 50, and you know, it had some extra bonus anti-aging stuff in it, so it was a decent sample. And I know that it didn't break me out at all, and I think it is a combination. I'll have to check into that. It might be a combination chemical and mineral sunscreen, so you know, I'm fine with that. The chemical sunscreens don't break me out. So yeah, I would, if I saw a bunch of sunscreens and this was one of them, and I would definitely consider buying a full size. But knowing that I have other sunscreens that are my favorite, and this price is pretty high, I don't know if I would repurchase it. Next is the Sun & Park Beauty Water Toner. I really enjoy this little toner. Nothing a lot to say about it. It's just a good basic toner, and it's a Korean skincare brand. I got this sample in an Ipsy bag and I think it was an Ipsy bag, yeah. I got this sample in an Ipsy bag, and it just felt like it didn't dry my skin out, it didn't tingle much. I think it just gently exfoliates and moisturizes my skin to prepare it for applying the rest of my skincare routine. So I've considered getting a full size of this. Full size I think is $30, but it's something that I would consider, and Sephora does sell this, and so if I had a Sephora coupon, or also other online stores carry it too, so I would recommend it. Last of face skincare is this Dr. Lily Fawn Probiotic Recovery Cream. I got this also in an Ipsy bag, and it was okay. I was kind of intrigued by it being a probiotic cream, you know, that you put on your face and all this stuff, and who's Lily Fawn, I don't know, but it was a nice size sample, but the fragrance in here was too much for me, so I didn't finish it. I'm not super sensitive to fragrances, but there are certain, when something's really, really flowery, it just isn't good, and I think it did sting my skin because of how much fragrance was in this. Also, my husband doesn't like when my face smells like a bouquet of flowers, so I just usually stay away from fragrances, and so this was just a little too much. I even tried using it for my hands or other places, you know, my feet and stuff, but it just still was too fragrant for even those places. So I'm just gonna have to get rid of that. Moving on to body, I use this L'Occitane Supple Skin Oil, and it's a sample. And so what I was trying to find was the perfect oil to put on my skin to moisturize it right after I get out of the shower. I heard, you know, from a lot of different people, when you're still kind of dripping wet, if you put oil or some kind of moisturizer on in that state, then it will kind of lock in moisture. And so for the winter time, I wanted something like that. So I tried this out, and it was a mess. It was the way the sample is. I don't know if the full size is like this, but it was just super runny. It wasn't a thick oil or anything, which is okay for spreading, you know, on your body, but it just like dumped out into my hand way too fast, and got on my floor. It just was not a good experience. So I don't recommend this, and it also is quite fragrant. I mean, it's not a strong fragrance. It has like this almond, you know, like the common almond almond fragrance to it, but it's, you know, more subtle than like the Boom Boom cream or whatever, but I just don't really care for it, so don't recommend it. A couple more things, and this thing is the Bean Body Coffee Bean Scrub, and I like some coffee scrubs. My best friend makes a coconut oil and sugar and coffee ground scrub all mixed together, and it's an awesome scrub for like not just getting away like my, you know, dry patches on my elbows and stuff, but also the coconut oil stays in my skin, and I love it. I just really like it. But this was like a very loose coffee ground scrub. There was like nothing really to keep it together, and so it would just kind of pour out into my hands, and then I would put it, and it just didn't really work that well at all, and it made my shower super messy. Even the one my friend makes my shower messy, but it's worth it. But this one, it just frustrated me. So there's still stuff in it. I'm not gonna pass it along because it was in my shower and it's a body scrub, and I don't think anybody wants it. But so I'm just gonna have to throw this away. But you know, some people really liked it. I know from my Facebook group, people were, you know, thought it was awesome, but I didn't care for it, so I don't recommend it. But it was with my Ipsy bag, so I wasn't, you know, complaining that I spent a lot of money on it. Next product is this Tarte deodorant stick. It's the Clean Queen deodorant stick. I actually didn't empty this. It's not completely finished, but nobody's gonna want to use my old deodorant, and I don't like it anymore. Actually, I never really liked it. It's very grainy. It didn't stop me from sweating or having odor or anything, and so I kept this in my bathroom, and I think that's not a good thing to do. If you try to do all natural deodorant sticks, don't keep them in your bathroom, because I think it kind of when you take a shower, it makes the bathroom kind of warmer, and I think it might mess with the ingredients that are in deodorant sticks. And so I started keeping my deodorant, you know, somewhere else, like in my closet with my clothes or something like that. So I don't know, TMI, but just a little pointer there that I think it just kind of all around just wasn't a good experience here. So I don't recommend the Tarte natural deodorant. Moving on up to the hair. This is the BB All Style Blowout. This is Bummel and Bummel hair brand. I really like this hair brand. Everything I've tried. This was actually the introductory product to the brand for me. I got this also in an Ipsy bag years ago, probably. I think this is my second one, so I haven't had this for years, but I tried this out in my fine hair. It was like a pre-blow dry cream and a heat protectant, and yeah, it made my hair very voluminous and very soft, and protected my hair from the, you know, my blow dryer and stuff. And so I really recommend this. Everything I've tried from this brand has been great. So would I repurchase this? I would, yes, if I needed something. Right now I am using the Briogeo Don't Despair. No, it's not Don't Despair. It's not the leave-in conditioner, but it's the, you know, heat protectant, and it's kind of the same thing as this, and I really enjoy that, and so I have one of those and going through the full size of that. So I'm not going to repurchase this anytime soon, but I would definitely recommend it and repurchase it if I needed it. So that's that. This is kind of a random thing, but I really am into essential oils, and this is the lavender essential oil from Rava Beauty. I got this in a kit of 18 oils for like $36 on Amazon, and actually it was really good. Like I still have a lot of them from the kit, and I really enjoy the quality and the fragrance of these oils, and they're, you know, 100% pure oils for diffusing. And so this is the lavender one I would keep up in my bedroom and my kids' rooms and stuff, and so I highly recommend checking out Amazon for the essential oil kits. So these are just little 5 milliliter trials, but you know, you only need a few drops to fill up your whole room, and so it lasted quite a while, but in a nice little, you know, dark blue containers, and it's just really good oil. So I'll leave a link down below to this if you're interested. And lastly, you know me, I had an avocado in the things that I love. So I'm gonna include my daily vitamins in an Empties, because this takes me a while to empty, and so I was like, hey, I'm just might as well, you know, show what I use, because what you eat also is reflected in your skin. And so I really love this Garden of Life My Kind Organics Women's Once Daily Whole Food Vitamin. So why do I like it? Well, I actually was introduced to this brand when I was looking into prenatals that weren't just full of fillers and stuff that you end up just flushing down your toilet. And so this brand was good as far as when I was pregnant, and so I kind of just wanted to try the Once Daily vitamin, because it's like whole foods that are just kind of crushed down and concentrated into one giant horse pill. But the reason I like Once Dailies is because I'm not gonna remember to take 3. I like just taking it one time and being done with it in the morning with like my other vitamins that I take. And so even though it's a large pill, it's, you know, it's a great pill and a great vitamin, and I really enjoyed these, and I definitely I just feel healthier, and you know, I think it's a long-term thing that you'll notice a difference. And so I highly recommend taking a daily vitamin, especially that's made of whole foods that are just more you know, the non-GMO stuff and just really a good vitamin. If you're gonna take one, I definitely recommend that. So that's everything for today, my empties of February 2018. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to leave a comment down below of things that you emptied or just kind of chat with me in the comments, I would love that. Also check me out on Instagram, it's at GlamFreeBeauty, and I post things there at least 5 times a week, mostly more. I really enjoy Instagram and YouTube, and so I would love if you wanted to just kind of come along and be part of my virtual family and friends. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!